Hi, my name is Deborah Northcutt. I'm with freeyouupva.com. I help speakers, coaches, and solo entrepreneurs to get you out of overwhelm and free you up so you're able to go out and generate income. If you know of anyone who's drowning in the details, I can throw them a lifeline. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below and I will get back with them. If you're watching my recording live, thank you very much for watching. Today I want to talk to you about why you should hire a virtual assistant. Lots of entrepreneurs swear by hiring a virtual assistant. It can really make your life a lot easier by hiring a virtual assistant. But there's some things you need to know before you hire a virtual assistant. One of the things is you need to know what your needs are. When I say you need to know what your needs are, I'm saying, do you know what you need to delegate to a virtual assistant? That seems to be one of the big problems when it comes to entrepreneur hiring a virtual assistant. They don't have any specific tasks written down for the virtual assistant. What you can do within a 24 to 48 hour period is write down your daily task of what you do from day to day. And what I mean is, are you doing calendar management? Are you doing email management daily? What are your tasks that you're doing? Are you working with a CRM and you're just not familiar with that CRM and it's just driving you crazy? Well, write those things down and delegate them out to a virtual assistant. Or you just hate to do certain things, like I said, you can delegate that out to a virtual assistant. Now, some of the things, like, you need to be really specific when you're delegating tasks out to a virtual assistant. Just don't say, I'm going to give this task to a virtual assistant. You need to have clear direction and clear specific instructions on what you want your virtual assistant to do. If you want your virtual assistant to take care of your email management, say for instance, you might say, all the emails that come in daily, I want you to put them in a folder so I can look at them later. Or if anything important comes in, I want you to send those emails directly to me. That's delegating to a virtual assistant. And don't expect your virtual assistant to come up, take care of your job for you, or to sit down and figure out exactly what you want your virtual assistant to do. You have to be clear, like I said, and letting your virtual assistant know what to do. Now, what's your budget for a virtual assistant? Virtual assistants charge different prices. You have administrative virtual assistants, like I am, and you also have technical virtual assistants. The rates for a virtual assistant can go anywhere from $25 an hour to $100 an hour. A virtual assistant who's administrative normally charges $25 to $35 an hour. A technical virtual assistant charges anywhere from $50 an hour to $100 an hour. So therefore, you need to know, can I afford this virtual assistant, and is it in my budget? And what exactly do I need this virtual assistant to do? Now, you need to give your virtual assistant either broad directions or a specific task. And when I say broad directions, that would be more of a technical virtual assistant. You can just tell the virtual assistant, I need you to take this newsletter and I need you to put it in my system and send it out on Friday afternoon by 8 p.m. That's broad direction. For another virtual assistant, you might have to give her more direction and be specific. Like say, I want you to take this newsletter and proofread it, and then I want you to put it in a template. And then I want you to take that template and then send it out as a broadcast by 8 p.m. tonight. That's specific directions to a virtual assistant. Now, are you ready to delegate to a virtual assistant? Some people find it very, very hard to give up their tasks. Even though they hate to do them, they know they need to delegate it out to someone else so they can do what they really need to do, which is concentrate on their task. So when you're ready to delegate to a virtual assistant, like I said, make sure you have everything written out and ready for a virtual assistant to take it and take over for you, take those tasks over for you. Now, where do you look for a virtual assistant? You can look on social media. It's very easy to find a virtual assistant on social media. You can ask friends if they know of any virtual assistants or other business people who've used a virtual assistant in the past, if they can recommend a virtual assistant for you or to you. Just because that person might have used a virtual assistant doesn't mean that that virtual assistant will work out for you. So just realize that. Even if they tell you that this virtual assistant is wonderful, they may not be wonderful for you. Now, another way is you can go on virtual assistant websites and request a virtual assistant that way. And one of the great websites is iva.org to put in a request for a proposal for a virtual assistant and find a virtual assistant that way. If you belong to a mastermind group, maybe somebody within your mastermind group will know of a virtual assistant and recommend that virtual assistant to you too. So there's a lot of ways that you can look for a virtual assistant when you need one. Now, you need to write up a job description for a virtual assistant and be clear in your job description as to exactly what you want and who you're looking for. So once you write up your job description and you put it out there, and you see from the job description, you might find 3 people that you're really interested in interviewing. Interview those 3 virtual assistants and then choose from that particular virtual assistant who you feel can do the job for you the best. And remember, you and that virtual assistant have to mesh together. Her style has to work with your style. Her hours need to coincide with your hours. Now, virtual assistant is not your employee. They are a contractor and they're your partner. So they'll be working with you and not for you. So you need to take that in consideration. So those are my tips on how to hire a virtual assistant. I hope you enjoyed my video. Thank you and have a good day.